everyone, Talon Smith here from Smith Joy Design. Christmas is a few days away, so we wanted to do a project that dealt with Christmas. We went with the Pallet Christmas trees. We were able to get all three of these trees out of one pallet. If you would, like our channel, subscribe, put Merry Christmas in the comment section below. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas! Alright, we got our pallet, and we got our bag strip. This bag strip is 1 inch thick, it's 1.5 inches wide, 37 inches long. First things first, we want to make a 36-inch Christmas tree. So I go here, pick out what slats I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That equals about 29 inches. By the time you put your back strip down here, you'll be about 36 inches. So I'm going to use these 5. So I need to find my center. And we're going in between the outside stringer and the middle stringer right here. That's 18 1/4, so 9 1/8 is going to be my center. And we're going to do a setback of 3/4 of an inch for our back strip, so we put it right on center. Take our chalk line, get our center here, and we'll also chalk line that 3/4 inch setback. Alright, the inside of these 2 stringers here on your bottom board, make your little mark. Then we're going to use our level. Just going to make a triangle. Do the same thing on the other side. I've already done it. After that, grab your bag strip and some clamps. You'll see why that 3/4 setback works good. That puts you right on center here. All right, once you got that clamped, our next step is to go ahead and nail it. So let me get that set up. We got a finish nailer, and we're going to be using 1 1/4 inch finish nails. I'm going to take our clamps off now. Go ahead and cut this out with a skill saw. You see here, you can use this middle, so you actually get 3 Christmas trees out of one pallet, these smaller ones. come back and we'll reinforce these center ones and we'll cut that out. Take our sawzall. We're going to cut this right here, this center stringer, and then we'll cut it here, and then we'll cut these boards and get this completely out of the pallet. All right, we're going to flip the pallet over, then we'll go ahead and cut them other boards that are holding it. And then we'll pry this piece off with a crowbar and these other pieces. Dress it up. One pallet, not bad at all. Alright, so on this one, our last guy, we'll come here and knock these off, and then we'll square this end up, and then make our base there. I'm going to take our sawzall here and then cut these nails off. Alright, let's get a measurement. We'll square up this end right here. Steel saw. Alright guys, what you got is 3 36-inch Christmas trees. Now we're going to sand them down and then start working on the bases. We got a palm sander. We're using 80 grit sandpaper, and we're just going to take the rough edges off and give it a little sand here. Now we're going to start working on the bases for them. I got an old 2x10 here, and we're going to end up cutting this 6x6 on the table saw for our base here. Let's get to it. Alright, the reason I cut this 6x6 for my base is I want to use this mini tree skirt. Got this to Walmart. It was $6. It's holiday time mini tree collar is what they call it. But that's why I cut that 6x6. Now, it won't go over right now, so we're going to do a little adjustment. So I use the old trusty dip can here. And we'll cut them corners off in a minute. Let's get our center here. We know that's going to be 3 by 3. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut me a slot in this. And we know that we're using an 1.5 inch wide batten, inch thick. So we'll go 1.5 inch wide, 3/4 on each side. And then we know it's 1 inch thick. So we're 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. We're going to cut them centers out. All right, that's our next step. We'll cut that out, and then we'll cut round these edges off so this tree skirt will fit over the top of it. All right, we got our drill, and we got our jigsaw. I've already drilled one hole here. I'm gonna drill another one, then we'll cut that out with our jigsaw, and then we'll cut these edges off with our jigsaw. Let's see if this whole thing fits over here. All right, our tree skirts fits over good. Now, test our tree out here in a minute. Might have to take your chisel and knock some of this out because you want a nice tight fit. So I didn't cut it, I cut it right on the line, but we'll check it out here in a minute. As you can see, that fit in there good, nice and snug. When you do it, just put it in there. You'll have to beat it on something hard, get it down in there real good. I'm not gonna glue it yet. I wanna paint this first because I'm gonna paint this a whitewash, this particular tree. And we'll get her all painted up, and then at the very end, I'll pull her out, I'll put the tree skirt on with a plastic bag over it, and then we'll glue it down real good, and then all you gotta do is tear the plastic bag off, the tree skirt stays right on. So, with that being said, the next step is, go ahead and paint this. All right, for this step, I'm using a Min Wax. It's a water-based wood stain, and it's a whitewash pickling. That's what it's called. I got to Lowe's. I like Min Wax. The good thing about Min Wax is for the other Christmas trees, I'm using a wood finish solid color stain, but you can go to the Valsphere and pick any paint color that you want, and they'll mix it whatever color you want. And we picked a red, a Christmassy red, and a Christmassy green, and they mixed it right up for us. So, like I said, Min Wax, solid color stain for like your greens and your reds. But for this one in particular, we're using the water-based whitewash pickling. And I put it on thin because I kind of like to let that wood grain pop out, you know, that rustic look. So anyways, let's go ahead and paint this. All right, guys, what's a Christmas tree without a star? We're gonna put a star on this. Anyways, I didn't have a stencil, so I had to go to my printer. I printed off a 5-inch star, traced out on a piece of wood, cut it out, went ahead and whitewashed it as well. So let's go ahead and put this on. All right, that's what it turned out. All right, you're all in for a treat. I got some backup now. Mama said she wanted them trees done. I was only gonna do one tree for the video, but we're doing all three now. So we're painting, we're using the Min Wax solid stain. She's using the red, I'm using the green. And again, you can go to Lowe's, you can pick out a Valsphere paint, and they can mix that in the Min Wax any color you want. So let's go. I beat her. Anyways, here you go. Green and red, Christmas colors. All right, we got everything painted up. We put our stars on. So now we're gonna let everything dry. And after that, we'll glue our trees into their base. And then after that, we'll wrap our lights around it. It's a done deal. Merry Christmas. All right, next step is we're gonna staple our Christmas lights on. Got these at Walmart, $2.50, 50 lights, and they're 9.5 foot long. So we're getting ready to do that. A couple things. For gluing your base down, Tite Bond 3 Ultimate Wood Glue. That's good stuff. So when you go to glue your base down in here, put a lot of that on it. Make sure you put some paper or plastic underneath so you don't stick to your floor. And one more thing. If you're going to put these outside, Hellsman Spear Urethane. Make sure you put that on to protect it. If you're doing it inside, don't worry about it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get these lights on here. Alright guys, there you go. Christmas trees are done. So ready to go on the front porch in the house, outside, depending on where you want them. So, Merry Christmas. We enjoyed it. Y'all have a good day.